history has been our constant teacher that those people who cooperate with the government of the day yields fruits for the people they represent. And because also history shows us that the larger masses have no idea of what is happening until they are told by their leaders, I am sending this letter to you, not as one who supports President Ruto, not as one who voted for him, and not as one who thinks this country is on the right trajectory. But I send you this as a son of the region that I address you from, the Mount Kenya. Dear leaders, it is very clear that your highest ranking officer from Mount Kenya in this Ruto government, in the name of the Deputy President, Rigathi Geoffrey Richard Gachagua, has decided to antagonize the government. It is very clear that besides the mandate he was bequeathed for coffee, tea, pyrethrum, milk, and alcohol, illicit alcohol fight, it is clear that he has deserted the mandate that was given to him through Executive Order number 2 of 2023. It is very clear that he has decided, instead of concentrating on this mandate, he will concentrate on teaching his boss, the president, a political lesson. Never mind that this antagonism may take down the government. Never mind that the services the government should deliver are now, as yet, still a mirage for our people. The people that this government should be serving are still reeling under the pain of a draconian new university funding model. The people that are waiting for the construction of roads and dams and schools are still waiting in abated hopes. It is very clear that our people in the country are still suffering from dysfunctional health insurance. It is very sad that our schools are now breeding hopeless graduates and our streets are celebrating tenderpreneurs without an iota of ethics. Dear leaders from Mount Kenya, if I was to give you this advice in a letter, I would ask you to concentrate your efforts around the president for the sake of your people. There are 3 more years and you need to take home some package and show that in the manifesto that you sold successfully to the people, the deliverance of it thereof looks as follows. Do not join your deputy president as he takes you to a slippery road to nowhere. Do not be bound by ethnic antagonism. Do not be draconianly be held by tribal bigotry that he is pursuing. All of you know that I was against the government of William Ruto until you taught me a lesson. By telling you not to vote for this government, you sent me to political oblivion. God is good, I'm not yet there. I escaped in some route. I'm no longer in the political oblivion. Anyway, I will not be talking to you if I was. So this message to you is a caution that you should not be blindly led out of government that still has a mandate of 3 years. If you are an elected MP, concentrate in your constituency and lobby through the budgetary making process. What is this in my hair? Oh. Lobby through the budgetary making process in Parliament for the projects in your area, and if possible, mend your ways with the head of state, because he has God-given mandate now and constitutionally legalized mandate until 2027. So if you are joining the deputy president to threaten the president like those people who are in Marikiti and Gikomba yesterday, and you are sitting there thinking your threats will succumb the president towards bribing you, this is not Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta was threatenable and he would call you for some tea. If you threaten William Ruto, you go to hell. If you threaten him, especially by the presidency that he earned so difficult, mutaonana kwa uwanja. This is not the benevolent man who will watch his enemies shred him into smithereens. Never. So I am advising you to concentrate your efforts around delivering the services for our people, and if that will call you to simp through the president or under him, why not? Otherwise, the masses are frustrated. The masses are desperate. Services are not reaching the people. There seems to be some losing nuts of hope in our people, wondering whether their roads will ever be complete, whether their water shall ever be connected, and whether the school children will be successful in their lives. If you join this antagonism, and this is my advice to you, CSs and PSs and director generals and whatever, and MPs and committee chairmen in parliament, if you don't do what you must do for your people and join bad politics, retrogressive politics, and start antagonizing the government of the day, you must learn from other communities. One of the major communities I like most is the Somali community. Somali community are constantly in a jeep, any government in power, for the interests of their people. If you are lied to by Gachagua that you have numbers, that you have wealth, that you can break this government which you created, if you are lied to by these smooth lies, you have nothing to blame but yourself. And as you blame yourself, remember, your people will suffer. The civil servants from the mountain will suffer. The community, the Mount Kenya communities living outside Mount Kenya will suffer. And before you know, you will have retraced 1,000 steps behind where President Uhuru Muigai, son of Ngina, left you because of bad politics. Let me finish by saying, in the words of one Festus Mwangi wa Kionjori, that you only milk the cow that is in the shed. You must learn by the wisdom of our people, our founding fathers, and the men and women who came before us, that even if you don't like the cow, you milk the one that is already submitting under your shed for the interest of the milk of your children. If you start caning the cow that you want to milk, it has its feet. It will not only harm your face and dismember you, but it will pour the milk that already you had. Use your wisdom and work for your people as early as now, before it is too late.